Okay, so I'm Zhen and the topic is revolutionizing the personalized web presence, the AI-powered automatic website generation for streamlined individual expression and accessibility. So, something abstract. And in the present information technology area, the desire for personalized individual websites is notably significant. The creation of such personal websites necessarily proficient knowledge of HTML-based programming, and it's actually need a lot of skill to create a HTML. And the second is that if I want to create a website, it actually needs a substantial cost and time investment. And in order to address this widespread demand for personalized websites, we propose to implementation of an AI program capable of automatically generate websites based on users' instructions. And such a program would reduce the financial and the the time of studying. So um we are first batch to generate HTML using trained large language models compared to find someone to customize HTML and telling them our requirements and understanding them, or go to the official learning document and create the websites you want to yourself. The time we save and the accuracy of the generated graphic and the test are very high. In short, I used API to generate HTML and create image, and it's the front end short screen about my website. And this actually I divide my projects in three parts. The first part is to um, get the information from user. The second part is use ChatGPT API and Midjourney API is actually for generating image, and I sent the information from the user to the to API and generate content. And every time I test the accuracy of the generated HTML is quite high, and I will assess the topic for each experiment, like the topic demand, like the MacBook Pro, and the user demand remark, the number of quality image style and the website demand. It's actually MacBook Pro is the experiment one, and the motorcycle is the experiment two. Um, these are the topic demand, the user demand remark. It's the um, it's also a part of um website, and it's actually the screenshot. So I want to talk about the experiment one, and I plan to introduce MacBook Pro product and introduce three different features must include the Retina display. So in the experiment one, um, I input the MacBook as the topic, and the topic demand is introduce the MacBook Pro product features, and the user demand remark is introduce three different features must include a Retina display. The number is three. This means that the AI will give me three different pictures, and the quality is high actually, and the image style is 3D model. And finally, I will input my Dream Studio API keys and click submit. And it's generated HTML. And yes, and talk about the experiments too. I input the topic, the motorcycle, and the topic demand is that introduce motorcycle. The remark is demand remark is introduce three motorcycles, and the motorcycle brand show the compare performance, the price and the usage. And the example of use include whenever it is for running a race track or riding a motorcycle. And the number also is 3D, the quality is high, and the image style is 3D model, and it's the result. So experiment conclusion. I think the quality of the pictures is very shocking to me. The picture is very realistic and perfectly display the effect I want. And it include different type of motorcycle. The only regret is that type sitting and the front art is too common, and the lack of art. So nowadays, a web page with such a simple layout is not attractive, but I think it's great to be able to generate such a website in just a few minutes. And I want to talk about the challenge. The first one is the image or videos. ChatGPT is famous for generating text-based content. However, the modern websites usually include the image or videos, which cannot be generated by GPT directly. The challenge is how to generate high quality image and post them into HTML files. Um, so the solution is that when the program starts with asking the user for information of what they want to generate, and more specific, I asked the user for a topic and a demand, which describe what the website should be in detail. And in addition, we also have an optional test field needed the user to fill. That is a user demand remark entry, um, where the user could give explanation or example of their demands. And the second one is the output. GPT is a powerful AI tool and is essentially a black box process, meaning that the output doesn't have to be following the user instructions. It's become a problem when we want the project to generate HTML files, since HTML files have strict syntax requirements. One way to address this issue is to clearly state that we want formatted HTML files, and it should follow all HTML rules. And the solution is that um, when I collect the topic and user demand, uh, we make a prompt locally and send it to GPT. We ask the GPT to generate a number of sentences and the corresponding prompt for generate image. We also generate a slogan, and we use the prompt to generate image. In addition, we use the slogan to generate a background image. Um, and once we have the text and the image ready, we send everything to GPT, ask this to generate a HTML file and representing the website. Um, in the code, we make our message clear by prompt engineering. And first, we set up the rule of GPT by the system message, clearly state that the GPT should use this best knowledge to help create content. And in the user message, we first state that we have three requesting for certain number of sentences that are related to the topic and the user demand. And also, we write detailed AI image generation guidelines. Um, and the first one is be specific and detailed about the image, and to the six, there are actually the guideline. And in this system message, I write a prompt that you are knowledgeable assistant. You need to write sentence using the best of your knowledge, and it's actually um all all about the prompt engineering. And the third one is the 3D effect. When I was writing code for a web page, the original effect was 3D effect, but I'm not good at art, and never learning the front end design of 3D interaction because it requires lots of professional technology such as 3ds, and they are not friendly for novice who has no artist skills and have never been exposed before. And the solution is that in this program, it will random generates image given a specific image generated prompt. It will take the image generating prompts that generated from the previous component and send things to stability AI API, and the stability AI is an image generating AI models that take prompts and generates the image, and it's actually the code, and in this code, this function is actually take prompt quality and image style. The prompts have a certain number of prompts, which describe the image requirements in great detail. The quality is either low, medium, and high, indicates the generated image quality. The low quality use V1 engine and a step size of 1.5. The medium quality use V1 engine 2, but the step size is 3.0. This means that um, the more steps, the more quality of the image will improve, and the high the the high the high one we will use an V2 engine, and the step size is 20. Yes, and furthermore, we allow the user to choose an image style. The image style are a lot of, and they they are like they enhance the anime and the photography. It's a lot, and once we collected all the information, we combined all the information into a huge chunk of prompt, and at the end, we sent the prompt to the server and sent to the stability AI API to generate the image. And the API will return the response which contain the image generated. And we will save the image to the local machine. And the final challenge is that generate HTML files. The last component is a function generate HTML files, and it take a topic, a list of sentence, and their corresponding image, a slogan, a background image, and they are actually all the information from the previous uh, step. It will reorganize all the collected information and send it to GPT models. Ask it GPT to write HTML files, and at the end, the GPT returns HTML as the output, and we save the output in HTML to the local machine. It's actually the code, and I write a function to generate HTML. And the modal, topic, sentence, slogan are all the information. And the system message is actually the the usage of GPT API. And yes, and this function is to generate HTML. And the conclusion, um, we are first batch to generate HTML using large language model compared to finding someone to customize HTML, telling them our requirements and understanding them. Or go to the official learning document and create the websites you want yourself. The time is safe and the accuracy of generated graphic and text are very high. And the largest limitation of our program is that our generated websites must be following a center form, center form of pattern. And our workflow is that we need to generate a couple of sentences following the topic as first. Then we generate an image for each sentence, and it's impossible for our program to generate two images in total, and if there are three sentences, so that the limitation decrease the user freedom to create a website. And now I want to talk about the future plans. First, look at my projects now. There is a lack of freedom and functionality. For now, only topics can be present and introduced. This is actually not what I wanted. So in the future, my projects will have the ability to make function keys. For example, the search box or the one click to switch the dark models or the menu bar. And the second one is that in the next version, include the image, I will no longer require user to enter the API keys. Whereas effect will have real 3D animation effects. I believe such a web page will be more attractive. And the third one is that I will keep the current feature in the current function in the next version. And I will make more beautiful front page and develop more functions. Um, it will make it easier and more powerful to create websites. It can meet the need for all people on the websites as much as possible. And I want to talk about the thought process. And the source of inspiration is that I studied front end for about 5 months, but I found that I have been doing some tedious things. If I do not write front-end code for a long time, I will forget most of this. And also, I usually need a lot of time to find out how to use the code and the results in the web page that will take me an entire day. So I have considered AIGC, which will greatly solve my troubles. And it's actually the overview of my project. And I just talk it from the beginning. And the first part is to get the information from user and send this to API. The API will analyze the information and generates the content and the the slogan, the background image, the title, the feature one, feature two, feature three, and and the project's impact. Nowadays, everyone wants personalized websites, and it needs a lot of money. If someone is hired to create HTML, the price is incomparable to us, and they usually need 500 in expense. By comparison, our price is as less as a feature and in a feature. And also, I basically use prompt to solve my problem. It's all from the prompt engineering classes, and I think this project has also stimulates the potential of prompt engineering. And yes, uh, that's all about my presentation. Hello.